It take a week to count it. Then I back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no loss, you better call back up. Don't really need down to finish, I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big, better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Set, 30 base.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, get in the weight room. Hey, alert.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ready.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard.
Get him, get him, get him.
Second and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They can't stop.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
Back to throw. Atkinson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Go. 80 weapons.
Looking to throw. Atkinson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 47.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
First down, a run with Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. Here we go on second and 12. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Tucson.
Hey, give these traps. Let's go. Big dash. Come. You got tight. You got tight right there. Undercross.
Leo.
Jim.
No. 6-6-2.
They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Stage situation. Let's go.
You draw corker.
Slam. Check.
What?
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, lock it.
Check three.
Get it.
On second down, Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Back.
Protein spill.
Hey, check 24.
Five.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 50. And ready. Hey, Haywood.
He can't, man. He's not going to get me. Mike's 50.
Snap.
Back to throw. Miller. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. We're scoreless after 1.
It's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go,
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Didn't knock it free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 15. Check 15. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Let go.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and open for more here in Week 2. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pilot, 64, wait.
Now a handoff looking right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Check 55 to mark. 55 to mark. No chance. Hey, check right. Check right. Watching you five. Hey,
Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw. Miller. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
55.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
2nd and 6. This is Jennings. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line.
1st down, Colts.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
36, 34.
They'll run on 1st down. Jennings. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Let's get there.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 50. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Ready?
Miller from the gun, he'll throw it. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 13-yard line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's got his man on the comebacker. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Motion, 89. Watch 89.
Put up.
Heavy, you got heavy.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Go.
On first down, Atkinson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go now.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll run on second down with Cohen. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Down. 60 oars.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Off the play fake, Atkinson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Get it.
A final shot before break. Atkinson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hey.
Here's Miller on first down. Looking deep downfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Bravo. General West.
Mark 55. Mark 55.
Yo, go.
Miller now to throw again. Going up top for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, wahoo! Recon, 152 fighter.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Jennings has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 50, Mike 50. I got you.
Ready?
Now Miller throwing on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 8-3.
On second down, it's Jennings.
Check 13. Check 13.
So that one will be accepted.
Ready up.
55. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Miller. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Miller. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 9, check 9.
Throwing again. Atkinson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Atkinson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Miller on 1st and 10. Try to lay one up. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. James has got it, complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Watch the safety cream. Slam.
Rock it.
Close. No.
Hey, Charlie. Yeah. Hit it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 24-yard.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will make our score 9-0. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Out. 61, matchbox lights. Shoot.
Kamara trying the right side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Bang. Alert flare.
Stand.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike 50.
Greystone Travis. Go. Get it.
Here's Miller operating from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Shift. Jumper. Switch.
Here's Jennings. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Check the backer. 25. Check 25.
Leo. Now.
Watch safety creeping.
Topper. Hey.
Banjo.
Go.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
We got this.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Here I come again. Shift. Check the hot read. Check 31.
Hey, lock it.
Rush in.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike's 50.
Hey.
Get ready. Watch twist.
Watch me, Rivers.
They run again with Jennings. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On the draw, this is Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. To throw on second down. Atkinson, quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Go! Shoot!
Now Kamara. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Set, ready? 60 yards. Yep.
55.
Go!
Man, I got you. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey! I-7.
Miller now to throw on 3rd down. And James has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Yeah!
Mike, 55.
Go!
55. I got it. Check.
X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for Indianapolis, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.